win. So how do you sort of balance where you guys stand at this point?
We just going out there and doing what the coaches asked to do. I mean, guys still playing with that swagger, playing with great technique, and doing the things that the coaches asked to do. Nobody's hanging their head, nobody's too low on themselves right now, and everybody playing with that same swagger and that same passion.
Coach, after the game, told us like there was a mental and physical toll that's been taken on you guys so far, just playing this many close games against this many tough opponents. What has that been like so far this season for you guys?
When you get in those situations, you just got to bear down and you just got to do the things that you know you have to do. You just got to play with great technique, play with great leverage, and have a strong mind. Don't get down on yourself when things go bad, and then when things are going good, just stay steady, stay the course, and just fight. And I think our team does that a lot. And Coach Philo prepared us over the summer in different training situations, and then we had a little bit of the spring with winter workouts. So I think guys was really bought in and ready for those type of dogfights.
Greg, you're beautiful.
Yeah, with UAB and then BYU and now getting ready for Army, just 3 physical teams in a row. Do you have to do anything in practice to try to be careful of the wear and tear you put on yourself, or how do you navigate that?
You just have to get in there and get recovery once you're done with one opponent, and you got to move on to the next. You can't take it too light. You got to go in there with the same approach and be ready to be physical.
How about the injury component? You guys have dealt with a lot of that as a team so far this season. What impact has that had on you guys?
It's next man up mentality. I think we got depth at most of our positions, and guys are ready to get in there and get rolling. We got older guys that's been in situations and know how to play the game. So once your numbers get called, you just got to get out there and do what the coaches ask you to do.
How about the mental side of going through the season so far? Just like you guys have played so many close games, it's coming down to the wire, and Coach said that might kind of add up. How do you guys stay fresh and with it mentally?
Just knowing that you got to stay the course, knowing that better days are ahead, and knowing that you got a job to do and that you got to execute. Yes, it may take a mental toll on you at times, but you just got to stay the course and just do what you love to do and play football. That's what it comes down to, you loving the game and being bought into what these coaches want. And I think our team does that a lot. Everybody is just bought into what they want on defense, what they want on offense, and what we want on special teams. Do we have to get better? Absolutely. But everybody's pretty much bought in, and mentally we're there.
Coach said he's really been stressing to try to make sure you guys understand and remember that football is supposed to be fun, and it's a game that you guys should enjoy. What's the message like in that regard?
Coach really don't emphasize a lot on really we need to win. We need to win. I mean, he's a guy that comes in there with great energy every day, get everybody laughing a little bit, telling jokes, and that's just how Coach is. I mean, and he keep it fun, and that's great because that gets everybody, the camaraderie in the locker room. Everybody get bought into what Coach wants and what Coach is doing, and it's not always uptight and nobody's uptight. We play real loose and just not being uptight, and I think the guys love that.
Is there any particular joke or anything that stood out recently that made you laugh?
Just him with his wife saying his wife is hotter than fish grease. That's one of his favorite ones, and he got a lot of them, but that's one that sticks out to me that I love.
How about for you individually? How did you feel about how you played against BYU?
It was some plays that I think I left out there. Whether it was in open field, I left some tackles out there. I came down striking, but probably just getting my body in better position to really deliver those blows. A few times, a guy leaped over me on 3rd and 2. Just gotta keep striking. But pretty much, I think I did okay. There's a lot of things that I feel like I got to get better at. And week to week, I'm doing those things to correct the mistakes that I may make, and probably just getting better at things that I know I need to do better.
Yeah, as you spend more time on the field, do you get more comfortable playing, like more reactive, more instinctive, and just kind of flowing a little bit more?
Absolutely. The game slows down, and you start to get a feel for it, and you start to shoot things before it happens. You be there quick. So in that regard, things are slowing down for me, and the game is being a whole lot slower, and it's starting to become my show when I'm out there and I'm having that confidence of knowing where to be, of helping a guy maybe because now I'm confident in what I have to do. So now I can help the guys around me get lined up, get a field call, doing different things of that nature. So it's definitely slowing down as you get the reps. And it's a great feeling once you get that feeling in the game and it slows down for you. You can be where you have to be quicker and go deliver a blow, or be where you have to be in the pass coverage to get a deflection or different things like that in the pass game.
When we talked last week, I forgot to touch on you came here as a cornerback,
Yep.
right? What was the process of transitioning to safety, and why make that switch?
I think the depth there, it was a lot of seniors, and it was a lot of depth there. The team needed me to be at safety last year, and same with this year. The depth was a little bit slimmer in this position. So just being the guy, having that versatility to be a guy that can go to corner, go to safety, go to nickel, just having that and that ability for a defensive coordinator to use you as his disposal. It's a great feeling, and it wasn't a hard transition for me. If I'm out there on the island, I know I got a man to cover. I know I got a zone to cover. If I'm in the box, I know I got to come down and tackle. I know I got to cover a slot guy who may be a bit faster or a bit more shifty covering this space, but I'm prepared to do it all. That's the type of player I've been since backyard football, just being a guy that's going to stay on the field, play all over. And now as I'm older, playing in the defense, I still could go from the outside, go to inside, get in the box and tackle, and just be a rug rat in that defense. So it wasn't a hard transition for me, something that I always did and something I'll continue to do if my football career continues.
Did you have experience playing safety or nickel before, or had you been primarily at corner?
Yes, I have had experience in different packages at my previous place. I was a safety in a package, and in the package I may be a nickel backer and different things like that, where I had to come in on third downs and different things like that. So it's something I'm used to. And even in high school, my junior year, I played primarily safety, and then senior year, got out there on the island and covered the best receiver that we had week to week.
I'm going to say, because you seem very confident with the physical part of the game, like coming downhill and hitting people. Has that always come naturally to you, or did you have to develop that?
I just was joking with my teammates about it, and coach, since youth football, it was something you had to do. And if you didn't, then your parents would look at you crazy. So it's something I had to do in my household. I had to strike. I couldn't be weak. So it's something I always did and something that I love to do. When I see it, I want to go down and I want to strike. I'm not timid, not tight about it, not scared. And that's something I love to do, just come down and strike guys.
That's probably a good mentality to have coming into a game against a triple option team. How does that skill set sort of help you match up against a team like Army?
Well, you just know you got to be at the right spot and you got to play with the right technique, and it does help you being a guy that wants to tackle and a guy that not shy away from contact. So it does help, but you just got to also know you can't get too riled up of trying to make too many plays. You got to play your responsibility, and that's something I'll have to do this week.
What are the biggest challenges that kind of offense presents you? It's something pretty unusual, obviously.
Yeah, you just can't be wandering around. You have to do what your responsibility is within the play call. Don't get wandery. Don't doze off to sleep either, because they can pop a pass here or there. And just doing what the coaches ask you to do on a particular play call, just being where you're supposed to be and getting your eyes in the right spot and playing with great discipline throughout the game.
How much does it help you guys as players, maybe not with the staff, but that you prepared for this system and saw it last year?
It helps a lot. I mean, as far as the tackling game, when we have those situations in open space, guys will be prepared for it now when we go against more spread teams. So it will help us going forward, definitely going against this type of physicality, and knowing once we go on with the season and see more spread offense, guys will be ready to tackle and it won't be fresh to them when it comes.
Got it, man. Thank you.
All right. Anything else for Antonio? All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you guys.